Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen. Ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos. Están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
Hey, listen, we should be sending this video to the players. To every player in the Premier League, we need to be sending this video, especially the forwards, obviously. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up. Today, it's Uncomfortable Conversations with the one and only Shane. How we feeling? Today,
Good now,
Shane?
man. Good
Right.
now after that day of football. I didn't see it coming.
watched all
I had
the games?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I watched them all from start to finish. I had Villa to go on a winning streak. They just didn't show up. Sometimes in this dog shit league, when a team goes down to 10 men, it's worse. They just crowd the box and you just can't break them down. City, what were they? I was thinking 4-0 at halftime with City. I was thinking they're going to go and smash them now.
But they only played
They
for
let in a City
45
goal.
minutes,
And
Shane.
then on the
They only played for
yeah,
like 45
once
minutes.
Tottenham got the goal. Yeah, once Tottenham got the goal, City just capitulated. Absolutely capitulated. And even at the end, with a few minutes left, like Haaland was laughing and joking and all, and I thought, this isn't the same fucking City, man. This is not the same City that I've seen before. So yeah, look, 6 points now. City playing Liverpool away. We're home to Sunderland next weekend. If Arteta somehow blows it from here, it's the worst capitulation ever. The league is there for him. It's being gifted to him all season. Absolutely gifted to him. And it kind of
100%.
we might look back at the end if we do win it and go, it's a shame we didn't put it to bed in December, that we could then concentrate on everything else and have an absolutely monumental season. But look, we're still in everything. We have the semi-final on Tuesday. We get through that, great, we're in a final as well. If we don't, that could wobble us, you know. So there's a lot of twists and turns still to come. I wouldn't say it's even close to being over. For me, a 3-point swing would put it right back, because they have to play us at the Etihad, and that could, it could just swing it right back. So listen, I would have bit your hand off in the summer to be 6 points clear at the start of February in the semi-final and through in the Champions League 100%. But there's a long way to go for this guy to fuck it up.
100%, man. 100%. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Kissel, we'll get to those questions afterwards. Guna SE, big up to you, my friend. Big up Khalil. Big up Jalil, of course. Guna SE. That's Lee's intro. I stole that shit. Tell Lee I stole that shit. Big up Ethan. Big up Matty. Matty in the building as well. Big up to you, my
Big up,
brother.
Matty.
Lenny Moon. Salute to you. Salute to Hendon as well. Man City forgot that there was a second half to be facts. That's what I said. I was like, okay, we'll talk about a little bit about the Aston Villa and the City game. I watched 45 minutes of Aston Villa. See, they were winning 1-0. I thought red card. They came in. Tammy Abraham scored, right? I was like, okay, they'll probably score 2 goals from here. As soon as that goal didn't go in, I was like, I don't think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna draw. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Shane? I think like the momentum was broken at that moment. So I was like, because if they scored that, I think they would have won 2-3-0 easy. Do you know what I'm saying? Went on to win. But then it got harder and harder by the minute. Every minute it's getting harder and harder to score that goal. I thought they draw, actually. I thought they probably get one back and then try to get the second, and then Brentford play the low block and nobody gets out of there with a win. And then they actually won, bro. Big up to Brentford, man. Big up to Brentford.
Yeah.
Salute to them. That was hard work, by the way. It's very hard to play with a man down for how long? How long did they play for a man down? 70, something like that?
No. I think the player got sent off on the 40th minute, and then they scored
So
3 minutes
60,
later.
let's say
and then,
60, something like that.
60, yeah, with injury time and stuff. Yeah.
But still, it's a very, very, very hard to anybody that plays football, anybody that watched football enough knows that with a player down, any team in the world can beat you. And then we go to the City game. City game first half, they smoked them. Tottenham did not get one whiff for the not even a chance created the first half. Second half, I don't know what Pep told them, but obviously Shirky got because Shirky was doing most of the work. Shirky was doing all the creativity with Shirky, and Shirky got injured. He got injured, I think, in the first half, and he forced it a little bit and tried to maybe stay, and then it wasn't gonna work. But yeah, man, Tottenham have Pep Guardiola's number every time, Shane. Every time Tottenham do it.
Yeah.
They do it. But what was your thoughts on both games, man?
Well, the Villa one, I was the same as you. The second the goal was disallowed, I thought that they mightn't come back here. I just had a feeling that it sort of took the wind out of their sails. I'm the same as you as well. If that was given, I think they go on and beat them 3 or 4-1. I just think that it was over. For the City game, Tottenham came out with a sort of a nothing to lose attitude and went for it. And once they got one back, you thought that they might do this. And then when it went 2-2, City tried to get control of the game. There was just no cutting edge. Haaland looks disinterested. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he wants to move. Maybe he wants to go to Madrid. I don't know what is going on with him. He looks very disinterested. Cherky, like you said, was trying. Rodri looked off the pace. He could have been sent off. The first goal shouldn't have been given now, if I'm being honest. He kicked right through Gahey. I don't know how that's given. He kicked his leg into the ball.
Don't you think Gahey should have cleared the ball there? I feel like Gahey...
He probably should have, but it's still a free kick. It should have been given. If that's given the other way, you see it all the time when a player goes to clear the ball or goes to take control of the ball and the defender swings, clear it and kicks through him and kicks through his leg, even when he comes in on the blind side and they give it. But yeah, I thought City were it was really poor. It was really poor. If that was Arsenal, I'd be furious now with the way they came out for the second half. I'd be absolutely furious. And we went and did our job this weekend. We went and smashed Leeds, regardless of the set pieces and all that. We have the Saka injury, of course, and Marino now has been, from by the looks of it, was playing with a fractured foot, which again, this is no surprise with this manager. But he's being handed all the players now. He can just keep obliterating them. And the league is just, everyone in the league is just handing Arsenal this. If he doesn't, as I say, get over the line, he should never work again. Honestly, he should never work again if he doesn't get over the line here. And regardless of what people, the agendas they want to throw out there, you don't like him, this fan doesn't like, I never like him. I don't like him as a person. Why the fuck do I have to like him? That's their new agenda now. You have to like him as well. What does it matter? Who likes their boss, by the way? You know what I mean?
Who likes their boss?
You know what I mean? So I don't have to like him. I don't like him. If he gets over the line, I'll say, well done this season. Now do it again next season. And you're still on fraud watch for what you did the other seasons when you fucked up. So, for me, it's a near perfect weekend because City drew. 7 points is a hell of a lot different to 6 because if they, like I said, if they 3 point switch it on one weekend, next weekend after, whatever the case may be, and they win and we lose, then, they're almost favourites in that we have to go to the Etihad, and if they beat us, they could go ahead of us and goal.
Do some damage,
so it's not as a big a gap as people think. Let's not get carried away. As I say, every weekend we could be sitting here saying we're 1 point clear or we're 7 points clear. It's that it can change that quickly. We could be sitting here next weekend saying, oh, it's back to 3 points and we're out of the cup. Or we could be saying we're 9 points clear and we're into a final. That's how quickly everything can change. So we do need to sort of pump the brakes a little bit. It was a good weekend, but we need to take control of it now. We can't keep waiting on them to slip up and then us slipping up, because every time they've opened the door, we don't close it on them. So for a weird way, this puts more pressure on Arteta against Sunderland. And I think we're quite lucky we're playing Sunderland because their away form is god awful. You know, it's god awful. So we should be able to beat them. Then we can sit back. We're playing first. We can sit back then and watch City go to Liverpool and go, if we've already won and they don't win, then we can start looking at it. But once it's 6 points.
Who do Aston Villa play?
Villa playing away to Palace, I think. Someone like that. It could be. No, Bournemouth. They're away to Bournemouth.
Oh, they're away to Bournemouth. That's a tough game as well.
Yeah. No, I had Villa to win their next 5. And look, so shows what I know. You know what I mean?
That was crazy. Listen, I don't understand what's happening right now, but too many legends in this building. Too many legends. Big up Dan Negative. Big up Dan Negative. Big up DJB. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, bro. DJB. We need to do something very soon. Very soon, man. Mr. Paz is saying big up. Reminds me of myself. Oh, this is between you lot. Okay. Big up, man. ACG. Big up. The manager genuinely is killing this sport. Win me a league and get the out of the country. Don't you think that's a bit racist?
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to dislike him, though, mate. Apparently, you're not allowed to dislike him. You have that fucking spineless.
But that's the thing about these. But that's the thing when I think about it, Shane. This thing about liking the manager. We have the right to not like him. Like even though I'm happy, I don't want to get into that mood, Shane. I don't want to get into that mood. But even if we do win, it's still 7 years, 1 trophy or 2 trophies. Like what are we trying to say here? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not the same.
Big up, I don't want to cut across you. Big up the negative, Dan, but his pal said that we can't take me serious because I said if we won the league, I'd give him another year. I mean, in what world is that not option? What we should be doing? In what world? That's exactly what we should be doing. That's what every club should do. If this was his 2nd or 3rd season and he won the league, oh, fine, you can give him another 2. But this is his going into his 7th season. He is on 1 more season, and if he starts like a Slot did this year, I want all that pressure back on him. He has to win several leagues in a row now with several big trophies because he's had all the time in the fucking world. He needs to dominate now. So this is the problem with that side. It's all about the manager. Every bit of it is about the manager. I want you to admit that Arteta's. I had someone in my chat today. Will you admit that Arteta's? Why is it about Arteta? I don't care who the manager is. I don't. If they win me trophies, they win me trophies. The manager is secondary. If you're obsessed with the manager, then you are not a big fan. You're a fan of the manager. You're a cheerleader who cheers on the team no matter what. I call out things when I don't think they're right because I want what's best for the club. And I put money into the club and I put time and passion and everything else into the club. So when things aren't right, I'll fucking call it out. If you want to cheer no matter what happens, that's fine. Be a cheerleader. Nosh off the quarterback. Cheer with your pom-poms. Do all of that. But I ain't going to go to you when I want to hear the history of the club. So I want my club to keep winning. And whoever the fucking manager is. And if he wins, I'll say, well done this season, but you're still on fraud watch for the previous seasons. And now go and win again.
But Shane, don't you think like how football should be is we go through every season, we give you certain goals to hit. Let's say you got the League Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League. We see you get the league, you don't get the Champions League, you don't get the Carabao Cup, you don't get the FA Cup. We have to revise. Why? Because the money we put into this thing, we should have won way more. Liverpool put way less and won way more during those 7 seasons of Klopp. Do you know what I'm saying? They disrespect Klopp like he's some nobody. I just don't understand how these men. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. A gal saying that Havertz and I saw someone put it in the chat. Havertz and who and Madueke came off the bench.
Yeah, he took it down. He took it down.
I'm convinced there's a lot of them. They don't watch the game.
That's what I mean. He's doing a review of the game, but he's done this before. This is the thing I'm talking about. And they want to come out, and he wants to come out and call DJB a supposed Arsenal fan. Him?
What?
Put that, and he didn't even have the balls to say his fucking name, which is all you need to know about this chap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's sly.
He took it down, but luckily enough, I covered it this morning, so there's evidence. You can't fucking hide from me, pal.
Yeah, you better check that show out, people. You better check that show out. The Irish, you know what I'm saying? The breakfast.
The full Irish.
The full Irish breakfast. Listen, man. When I think the way I see it is we can praise and criticize. You know what I'm saying? This club, and it's our right to, because let's be real. We're putting time, money, sweat, whatever you're putting into this club. You have the right to say something about it. Do you know what I'm saying? And We've got 7 years. I feel like it's completely fine. We gave him 1 year because you would sack him if he didn't win. Do you know what I'm saying? So how much would he give him? 2, 3 years for what? For 1 league in 7?
No, it's lifetime, I think, at this point now.
Yeah, lifetime. That's what they probably give him, lifetime, bro. Listen, man. Blacks is saying when I miss a game or half a game, I either don't comment on it or I only comment on what I saw. Facts, bro. That's the thing. People just be watching them. Do you know what I'm saying? The playback and then just go. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll just think, say what they think of what they saw. See, they always talk about context, but there's no context in what they say. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know what? Enough of that, yeah? Let's get into this game. Listen, Shane, we won 4-0. Shout out the set piece coach. If you do see this video, please email me. We'll get a lot of money together. Trust me, we can get a lot of money. I can speak Arabic. I'll take you to the Saudi league. I'll do the rest. Let me do the rest, okay? But yeah, man, shout out to set piece coach, bro. 2 goals. They would say one of them is we spoke on the phone, innit? They'd say one of them is from open play, but it's not. It was a set piece. But we saw more free flowing football, right? I mean, I always told them Madueke is better than Saka this season. I just said it. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. When I say I don't mean it by he's the answer, but I have to always keep saying this because they always think that I'm saying he's the answer. And we saw more free-flowing football. Havertz in that number 10 didn't do nothing, but I think he didn't stop the play. So he didn't do nothing, but he wasn't like Odegaard where when it comes to him, it stops. Do you know what I'm saying, Shane? So I feel like that's why we played a little bit free-flowing football, a little bit more of free-flowing football. Trossard was all right. No, Trossard was a 5. I'll be real. Well, wasn't that? He wasn't. What did Trossard do? Not much. Gyökeres with a goal. That's good for him, man. You know your striker. You always want to keep him scoring goals. You always have to keep him scoring them goals. And then, you know, the back line, we don't even need to talk about. They're always on point. Shane, what was your thoughts on the game, man? You liked the football a little bit? Was it better?
It was better. It's definitely better. You see, this is the amazing thing with it, and you touched on it. Havertz did fuck all, right? He did absolutely nothing, really. The only thing he did was not getting the way Odegaard does, right? Because I've said before, I've worked in kitchens. Sometimes you could have a team of 6 chefs on for a busy period. If one of them's an absolute gimp, you'd be better off with 5 because they get in the way. You know what I mean? So you go, I'd rather be 1 chef less than have this gimp who's getting in the way and burning things, and you're going to have to redo it. And that's where I am with Odegaard. It's just whoever comes in for him, we're better. It's not that they make us better. I'm not at the point now anymore where I'm going, oh, it's Eze or Odegaard. Eze should be playing. I'm just at the point going, just don't play Odegaard.
So you're trying to tell me, Shane, not to come up, but you're trying to tell me that now you're at a point like me where I'm saying, please play Madueke, don't play Saka. It's the same.
Yeah. It really is. It's between a rock and a hard place, Havertz. And that was the only way he was ever going to get dropped. Now, he'll be back in for Chelsea, Odegaard, and he'll be back in for Sunderland, and that's it now. He's not getting dropped again. There's no way he's getting dropped again. He'll be back in, and Havertz will be up front. That's the plan in the next couple of weeks. But regardless, I'm just at the point where just don't play him, at all. He is terrible. He's an awful player, and he's always been an awful player. And this is the problem with these fans. Now it's okay to say it, and now they're talking about it like no one's ever said it before. Oh, do you know what I've been thinking recently? What? Oh, maybe Odegaard's not the guy. Yeah, do you know what? We've been telling you for fucking years that he's not the guy. And now it's too late.
But you guys had an agenda.
We might get away with it this season. We had an agenda. Exactly, yeah. And then now with, you know what I'm hearing now as well is, maybe Saka isn't right after the injury. You got to be fucking kidding me, because I have just been telling you for fucking months on end that he's never going to be the same. A point where I'm getting sick of saying it. So with me, Madueke, look, he's not the answer, but he's better than Saka because he can actually take players on and he'll win more corners. You know what I mean? That's it. He'll win more corners. So for me,
facts. He'll win more corners and corners are.
That's it.
That's
it. Yeah, that's.
But do you think we're more free flowing with him on the pitch? You know that I rate Madueke better than Saka.
But, you know what I think it is? I think it's when you take out that whole side, when you take out that Odegaard Saka side, take that out and we're fine, because all they do is just pass to each other and do the same thing over and over again. So take the two of them out And then I don't care who you play out there, even if it's Martinelli out the right. Just once Saka's out of the team and once Odegaard's out of the team, we can go on and win shit. But them just aren't good enough. And for Saka, I feel bad saying it because he's been broken by the manager, snapped in half with the injuries. With
Do you
Odegaard,
think this is the end of Saka, Shane?
I think he's. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. I think he'll have games. He'll have moments. He might even have matches where he scores 3 or 4 in 3 or 4 games. But the Saka that we thought we might see, we'll never see, and it's a shame. He's never reached that world class height, and he never will. And it's a shame because it's the manager's fault. He's destroyed him. He took away his burst of pace. If he was a different type of winger, it might be okay. You know what I mean? If he was a knock the ball into space and pick up speed as he goes type of winger, he might be all right. But he's a burst of pace. He's Michael Owen, but out the wing. And we all know what happened to Michael Owen with the same injury. It destroyed him from 19 onwards. He was never the same. So Arteta's destroyed him, and that's why it's a shame. That's why it's a real shame, because it's not his fault. He's trying everything to be what he was, and he doesn't have the coach to help him adjust his game either. Which in a different coach might help him adjust his game and reinvent him. You know, like Ronaldo was reinventing himself. He didn't get the injuries, but he just can't do what he used to do.
He moved to the striker position. Are you trying to tell me he needs to move from that position, Shane? Because I feel like that's how I feel like. I feel like you need to. You know how Rafinha, I think we spoke about it before when I told you Rafinha moved from the right to the left and then he just blew. Yeah. Do you think Saka needs to be moved somewhere on the pitch?
Other than where he is.
Tough one, isn't it?
You see, he does all right for England as well. The thing is that he's still being forced to track back all the time, and he's not really with England, so he still has that energy to have a little bit of a go. He gets more space with England as well, because he has, you know, a Cole Palmer or a Foden or something finding him, not Odegaard just laying it to him when he's. We could adjust our tactics as well to play him through. We never play him through. He's never played. It's never a vertical ball flicked in and he goes on the outside and just runs on.
He's someone that likes to go to the wings. Like he's not direct. Like Madueke. Madueke's direct. Wherever you think of Madueke, anybody here in the chat, anybody, wherever you think about Madueke, you can't tell me Madueke's not direct. You know what I'm saying? But Saka's someone we can't really. How do I explain it now? I feel like, in my opinion, he needs to be moved to the left because why? We've got Gyökeres. Yesterday we were speaking about it, me, North, and the man them on his channel. He was saying Gyökeres likes those slide tackle goals. You know them low crosses. He likes the low crosses. Yeah. I told him with Saka on the pitch, you cannot low cross. He was. They were like, why? I told him because Saka's weak foot is terrible. He can't know because if you want to send a low cross from the right, you need to be good on your right foot to curl the ball on a low cross, and Saka can't do that. But Saka can do that from the other side. So we'll fix two problems at the same time. Yeah. And guess what? Yeah, Saka's very good at low crosses. I remember Saka is very good at low crosses. So there you go. I've already gave you an answer for Gyökeres, and we've got Saka moving on the left, getting maybe at least assists. You know, one of them ones where like at least GA.
You can put Martinelli out the right and Saka out the left. You'll get loads out of Gyökeres.
Yeah, right. You know I mean? Low cross. Yeah. And you know, in this league, you know, this leagues tend to want physical defensive players, and usually they're tall. And when you're a tall defender, you do not want it on the floor. You don't want it on the floor. So a low cross will really create that danger. You remember Klopp used to do that a lot. Klopp used to make the players low cross the ball, even if no one's there. If no one's there, low cross the ball. It just creates confusion, panic, because the defender's in the air. That's what we do. Saka, what does Saka do? Get the ball on the right, move to the left, cross it into the box. Do you know what I'm saying? That's never going to work in this country. It's just never going to work. Has it ever worked? Unless you're throwing it to the second post, like Mahrez used to do. Remember Mahrez when he used to like throw it to the second bar and then Sterling's there? Yeah. You're not doing that. I feel like, exactly. Big up Matty, man. But Matty's saying that's why I always say play with the ball on the floor, because these defenders don't want the ball on the floor, Shane. You feel like it's a good move for Saka to go to the left?
Yeah, I'd like to see. Gyökeres is used to playing with wingers like that. When you were right as well. When Pep first came in, he played Sane out the left and Sterling out the right, and everyone's going, because at Bayern he played the opposite footed wingers, but they were pure cut inside, Ribery, Robin. Then at Barcelona he played a lot of the time one same footed. He played Pedro at the right, and he played almost like two strikers. So that's why people were saying when he came to City in his second season, when he went 100 points or whatever it was, he played Sane more often than not and Sterling, and they just spammed low crosses in for Aguero. Yeah. And a lot of the time it would come off a defender. It would go, and they were good enough to cut back inside and have a ding with the other foot if they had to. I mean, Saka is all right with his right foot if he puts his foot through the ball. He's okay, so he could play out the left. But that would make too much sense for this manager to go, okay, well, I'll fix 2 or 3 things with this. I'll give Saka a new role. I'll get more chances for Gyökeres. Oh, and I'll also mix it up a little bit. Oh, and I'll also surprise the opposition. Oh, it's not for him. You know what I mean? That's why he's sort of, I don't want to say stumbling over the line, because, you know, we have been stumbling the last few games. But City have what now in the last 5 games? They've drawn 3, drawn 4, lost 2, and won 1 in the last 6 games. So for me, we should be miles ahead. But yeah, I'd like to see something like that. I'd like to see not every game either, is she? Just once or twice, just mix it up a bit. Show that you're this tactical genius. We know he's tactically inept. We've said it before. God. He's got one tactic. He's got one tactic, and he plays the same thing over and over again. He's just being given a bucket load of players to get over the line, and we have a league that's absolutely, not just the English league, football in general is the worst state it's ever been in. It's a horrendous time to be a football fan. Good time to be an Arsenal fan, but a horrendous time to be a football fan in general.
Nah, facts, man. We've been through a lot. As Arsenal fans, we've been through a lot, man. Them know. Man, them in the chat, you know. And Shane, of course, you know how long it's been. And man, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Smurf is saying delayed high crosses mostly pointless. You don't really have forward. You get me? You get me, Smurf? Mm-hmm. You get me? Like, why are we delaying the high crosses to a guy that does not want it in the air? Didn't you, before you buy a player or you bring him to a club, don't you, like, Shane, don't you go through what the player's like, where he likes the ball, how does he play, what's his style? But don't we go through this? He just threw him there and he's acting like he's another Havertz, and he's not. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're loving that he got a goal, right, Shane? You're loving that he got a goal.
Yeah, and it was a good goal.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a good goal as well. Now, according to Regal, it was a tap-in, but as we know now, he didn't watch the match. That was far from a tap-in. That was getting around the other side of the defender. And I like that it went in off his shin. You know what I mean? That's what I like. I like that he's just throwing himself at the ball. It was a good ball from Martinelli, but you're spot on in the chat as well. Those cut inside crosses are fucking infuriating for a forward player, because you've made your run and then you have to stop and then come back again. And, you know, you want to be running onto the ball and you don't have to take a touch then. But I did like that. I did like that Gyökeres goal. I thought it was nice. I thought Martinelli was good. The ball from Gabriel is getting a bit overlooked as well. He just pinged it down the outside and with enough zip on it that it held up. And Martinelli's like that, man. I don't know what it is with Martinelli. Whenever you sort of want to wash your hands of him, he goes and does something like that. But listen, I liked the way we finished the game off. I thought we were going to do the same thing in the second half. I said, we're sitting back here in the second half. What are we doing? Why are we doing this again? And then we broke away, scored. Then we broke away and scored again. I thought, no, that's how you do it, man. That's what you call a statement. Because I had Leeds. I kept saying all week, Leeds is a bad feeling for Leeds. I have a bad feeling. And then you go and do that.
They were terrible going forward, Leeds.
They were awful. They didn't try. But you have to give us credit for that as well. You have to give us credit for that as well, for pinning them back.
Yeah, we pressed them well, innit? We pressed them
really well. As soon as they got the ball back, we won it straight back off them. So yeah, no, listen, I thought it was a very good performance all round. Thought defensively we were strong. I thought in midfield we're good. Declan Rice looked a bit better than he has in the last 3. He still looks very tired to me, and he's going to have to play a lot more football now. Marino smashed up. He's only. Shit. I think Arteta's only.
How much is Arteta's out for?
Well, apparently I think it's looking like it's a fracture in his foot, and from the sounds of it, when Arteta said it's a bone that's been giving him pain, which makes me think he's had
a niggle.
Yeah, but it's a niggle with Saka. Everything's a niggle now. Everything's a niggle now. But he's complete. He's only 2 away from the set now. He's only 2 away from the set for the whole squad. having injured him, except for the third choice or the second choice keeper and Raya. I think he's injured everybody else.
Someone's saying 8 weeks, Shane.
It could be, yeah. It's apparently a fracture, yeah. But if you pull that picture up there, that's
all the
season.
players that have been injured
This season.
What?
Most of them several times. Right. So Eze hasn't done yet, Lewis Skelly and Zubamendi. And someone told me he has done Zubamendi. Ethan's out on loan, so that's the only reason he hasn't been destroyed yet. But the ones he hasn't played are the ones he hasn't injured. He's injured the rest of them minimum once.
Fucking hell, man.
So I mean,
and he's going to injure more players.
Period of time, topside, a sustained period of time for Marino. But we'll see. We'll see.
No, 100%, man. But yeah, listen, we got Blacks here saying, I don't know if this is true or if this is real, and this is a tough question. Not really for me, tough. I feel like for other people it'd be tough. For me, it's a no-brainer. But apparently we've got Alvarez, Nelly, and Jesus swap deal. But I want to first ask you about the goal where Jesus scored, Shane.
Yeah.
Odegaard got an assist for that. I don't know why he shouldn't have got this, but you know how.
I thought he scored. Did Odegaard not score? Igal said he scored.
Igal said Odegaard scored.
Yeah, he said he came off the bench and scored. Did he not? No, maybe. Oh no, he didn't watch the match. Sorry. Yeah. No, look, it was an assist. It was an assist.
He checked his phone and he saw Odegaard. He thought that Odegaard. Yeah. You know them. You know the way they show you assist and goal. You know where they show you assist and goal. He probably saw that and he was like, "Yo, yeah, this Odegaard scored."
No, look, it was just a simple ball into feet, which I don't mind. If you have a player like Jesus, you can ping it into feet with him like that because that's one thing he's really good at. And I think it was Aaron that said it. He's only really the player in our team, apart from maybe Trossard, that can take the ball in that position, shift outside, find a bit of space, and ping it. It was a brilliant finish from Jesus, a brilliant finish. But we need to play more passes, and I'll give Odegaard credit for that. We need to play more passes like that because it's not the safe pass. Because Jesus was marked, but you need to know your teammates. Like if that's Gyökeres, probably don't pass it to him there because he won't control it. But when it's Jesus, yeah, have a look. Oh, it's Jesus. Ping it into his feet. There's a good chance he'll get it under control. There's a good chance he'll hold the defender off, and there's a good chance he'll find a bit of space and ping it in. And it was a great finish. And that's what using your squad's about, man. You know what I mean? That's what using your squad is about. And that's all we've asked for. For time, it's all we've asked for. Now, I do still worry about the likes of Timber, and I worry about the likes of Saliba and Gabriel. And I wonder now if Marino, you know, I don't rate Marino, by the way, in any way, shape, or form, but he is another player that I do feel there's only him and Havertz that this manager might drop Odegaard for. So that's why it's a downside for me, because now Odegaard's it's another.
So you'd rather Marino as the number 10/8.
That's how much I don't rate Odegaard. That's how much I don't rate him. You know what I mean? At least Marino will pass the ball forward sometimes.
Yeah, he does. He does. Do you remember the great pass that he gave against Brighton, bro? The back heel. Yeah. That was a crazy back heel, bro. Like Marino, by the way, like people need to understand, Marino is a second striker. Decent. I'll be real, decent, man. 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Steady Eddie, man. Steady Eddie. Adam is saying Arteta will finish Rice. Listen, man. Hey Shane, what do you think of the whole Alvarez for Nelly and Jesus at the same time? I mean, I rate Alvarez as a striker. I love that kind of striker. I'm a kind of like Sergio Aguero, Luis Suarez, Alvarez kind of striker. That's my type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what's your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, listen, again, and all of the top gunners will flip out. If we had a different manager, I'd be really excited about it. But I can't get excited about any forward signings. Look at it. Look at our own goals as our second top scorer in the league, man. You know what I mean? So I think Alvarez is a baller. I really do. But what with this guy? This guy's going to play him at the wing or something. You know what I mean? He's not going to use him properly. He'll play him at the wing. He'll play him left wing so he can squeeze Havertz in. It's another player that I don't know if he wants him. I don't know. It'd be a massive signing for me, and it would get Martinelli and Jesus off the books. That's another plus to it, because as much as they have moments, Jesus had that moment. He'll go another 2-3 games and do nothing. You know what I mean? Like if you start him, he's terrible. Martinelli the same. If you start him, he's terrible. If they're willing, and you don't want Jesus being a super sub when he's on 265 a week. Also, he's a super sub when you're 3-0 up.
Facts.
He's not a super sub when you're losing 1-0. He comes on and just flops around. He's got great moments. And I like Jesus as a player. I think he's got good work rate. He's had some great moments. I remember his performance against Bournemouth in 22-23 in the 9 was one of the best performances from a false 9 I've ever seen. He was phenomenal. I don't even think he scored in the game, but he was just phenomenal, dropping off and running at them and causing havoc. And I thought, yeah, man, this is the way forward. Back when I was willing to give Arteta another shot, and I thought, yeah, man, we look decent here. But for me,
did you believe in Jesus? I thought when Jesus joined the club, I was like, maybe this will because I always like a striker that can play a bit of football. Do you know what I'm saying? I like a striker that can play a little bit of football. But then I changed my mind. Now I want a striker like Haaland, like Gyökeres, like these strikers. I changed my mind. At first, I was like, yo, maybe Jesus can make it, you know? Like, he's got tech. You know, he's got unbelievable tech. Like, he's silky. For me, he's kind of like a second striker, maybe a false 9. I don't think he can ever play as that.
I'd love him in a 4-4-2 though, Rashid, as an actual second striker playing off a Gyökeres. That'd be amazing. If he played off Gyökeres, he'd be brilliant when he's not the main guy in the box. But we don't use him properly. But that season, 22-23, Gianni, big up to Gianni, was talking about it. We played, he says, the best we've ever played under Arteta, and he's got a point, was that month when we first signed Trossard, and he was a false 9 because Jesus was injured, and he dropped into beside Odegaard, and Saka dropped in beside Thomas Partey, and it was like a 4-2-2-2, and the two up front were basically Martinelli and Saka, and Trossard dropped back and just was playing them through. But when we get Jesus, play the passes to him like Odegaard did, just into his feet. If he's marked, it doesn't matter. The ball will stick to him. And then everybody just sprint in around him. Because there's little moments with us this season. That's where you go, yeah, I think he's getting it. I think Arteta's getting it. And then he does something silly, like lock up against Sunderland, or lock up at a 10-man Chelsea, or lock up in the second half against Liverpool, and you go, you're back to the fucking factory settings. I mean, we're looking at now going, right, 6 points. We have Sunderland at home. Now, I think we'll definitely beat Sunderland, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm sitting here on Saturday night going, I can't believe he's fucking drawn this game. I can't believe he's gonna. You know what I mean? That's my thing, where I shouldn't even be thinking that. I should be thinking, and other fans like will go, oh well, I'm not thinking that, and fine, but you think that we're going to win every game. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You think we're going to win every fucking game, and I, as I always revert back to, I've only called us to lose 2 games this season. Now, I had a bad feeling for Leeds. I thought we'd draw, but I've only called us to lose 2. Like, it's same when we're here and we're predicting the next game, or if we're on panels. Usually, or on the first 11 on your channel, most people will say Arsenal are going to win no matter who we're playing. We're not negative. We just, when we think there is going to be a problem, we say it. So these other fans will just say we're going to win every single game. And then they say, hold that the whole way through. And then when we do slip up, they go, oh, well, at least I believed in it. There's nothing wrong with being honest. There's nothing wrong with saying, that's it. Yeah, I get all of that, and I get it. But if they're allowed to find positives in negatives, why can't we? And you know what? You know what winners do? Winners find negatives in the positives. That's what they do, and they improve those little percentages. And I'll finish this, as Views says, you know, boxers look back on their fights, win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? And they go, right, well, this is what I did wrong. They don't look for what they did right so much as what I did wrong. And that's what we have to do. We have to look at, and Arteta says it all the time, well, we're always checking for it. Well, why are you making the same mistakes then? Because this league should be over. It should be over by now. So we've been far from perfect. This league should be well over. So there's still a chance there that we can stumble. And as I said, 6 points, goal difference is about the same now that we got the 4. So if City were to win their next game, and even if we win, then we go away to Brentford. And then if City win and we lose, it's back to 3 points. And we have to go to the Etihad, and we might be playing them in a final. It can all switch. So I'm all for getting excited, but just don't play.
100%, man. But that's the thing about Arsenal. I can never trust this team because of the years, and I can never trust this manager because of the things that he's done before. I haven't seen any change. I've seen us getting better results, scoring more set pieces, stuff like that. And yesterday, someone jumped on Ledge. He was like, I saw you talking about Saka, blah, 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 always talking about negatives. I was like, listen, why can't we talk about, why can't we praise and criticize the club at the same time? Why can't we? I started with all the praise. I said we played well. Obviously, he missed that part. I start with the praise. Yeah, we talk about the praise. Yes, this guy did good. And we do it every show. We always say Saliba was good. Gabriel was good. Did we ever speak about Saliba, Gabriel? Did we ever speak about Timber? So it's not really an agenda. We're just speaking about the facts. This is what winners do. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to find a way to, obviously there's always going to be negatives, but we need to minimize them. We need to sharpen up our pencils and get back into this game, man. Get back into this game and win it. Talking about that, listen, we got Chelsea, big game, a derby. You never know what happens in derbies, innit? Everywhere in the world. Semi-final, you know how we are in semi-finals. Usually we don't go through. But hopefully we do this time. I really want to go to the final. I'm a kind of guy that wants to win everything. I would be a manager that would go for everything and then win something and then keep working on that until I start winning 2, 3, and hopefully 4 and more. Do you get me? Like that's the way I think of it. But it's a big game, man. Chelsea coming to the Emirates 3-2 lead, 1-0 lead. We need to make sure that Chelsea don't score that first goal. Maybe it'll create some problems for us. I'm afraid of that midfield. I'll be real. I'm afraid of them playing. See, this is the thing. I don't know. Is Cole Palmer injured, by the way? Can somebody tell me?
No, he played. He played the full match. He played the full match against West Ham. He looked tired. He looked tired. He played the full match. They rested a lot of players. They rested Reece James. Caicedo played most of the match. I think Enzo did as well. But no, he played the whole match, which might be a good thing. In that
I heard he's back. I heard he's back. This is the thing, I feel like if they play the same midfield that they played last game that they played us in the league, where they played Enzo, Reece, and Caicedo, that's going to be a battle, I'll be honest, in that midfield. I don't think we'll get any chances if they play those 3, Shane. I'll be honest. But thank you, set piece coach. I say again, thank you. We might get something off of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Apart from that, really, I really want to see us go out there and bully them. I want to see some bullying happen. I want to go there and beat this Chelsea team because they can be got at. Every team in the world can be got at, but not the way with Chelsea are. Chelsea can be got at. I know it's different for every game, but we need to go in and that 20 minutes, we need to all score a goal. By the first 20, 30 minutes, we need that goal. Shane, how do you feel about that Chelsea game, man?
The Leeds games give me a bit more hope, because if we had stumbled in that, you're thinking, oh wow, now it's really going to fall apart. If we go and I'm like you, I'd love to bully. I'd love to slap them up. I'd love to slap them up at 3-0 or something like that. Walk in the park, sub all the players off with half an hour left, and then go and slap up Sunderland and go, okay, now this is who we are. And then all of us negative fans will start to feel a little bit more positive. We always do. Every time we start to build something, we're the first to say, oh, Odegaard was great against Brighton, and we'll say it when it happens. The only problem is, you got an agenda against Odegaard. No, I just call it out when he plays good, and I call it out when he plays bad. Sadly for him, he's played bad in about 95% of the games over the last 2 years. So it looks like I have an agenda because I'm always calling him out. But as for the Chelsea game, I'm with you. If I was them, I would go Reece James, Caicedo, Enzo, and I'd put Cole Palmer.
Maybe put him on the right.
Put him on the right.
Put Gusto to run behind him.
Put Gusto there. Or I'd play even Cole Palmer in a false 9 or something like that, just so I can get Estevao and Neto in and just have all that pace to break. Because I can see them either playing Estevao out the right or even out the left and Neto or something up front. But now João Pedro's on fire, so you can't drop him either. You know what I mean? So I'd want to be getting Estevao in there somewhere, because he had Timber on toast in the last game. Now Timber was playing at left back, but if it's Calafiori going missing,
and Timber's usually solid, isn't it? In it, Shay, like he's usually very solid.
Just at left back, he was getting cooked. So if do you know what, I'd be dropping Cole Palmer if I was Ross.
I would too. Yeah, I would too. Definitely.
I'd go João Pedro up front, Neto out the left because he's quick.
Yeah,
and I'd go Cole Palmer at the right, and then the 3 lads in midfield with Gusto at right back. They can soak up all the pressure and smack us on the counter. So they only need to win 1-0, and then I don't think there's extra time, so it goes to penalties. We don't want penalties. We got lucky against Palace with penalties. But this is big, man. This is huge, because the final's not until March. So you have that in the back pocket. We're in a final. And you can put the league out of sight then in between that. Then you could, if you were to beat City in the final and you were 6 or 7 points ahead of them in the league. These are all massive moments in a season, which we've blown every time with, like, where we should have beaten Liverpool and we should have, beaten United, and all these games where we could have made a big statement. So as soon as you make a statement like that, the next one gets a little bit easier to do. The pressure's not as much, and then suddenly you realize you're making statements all over the place. But João Pedro's on fire, so I'm pretty sure he'll start. And he got a rest at the weekend as well. He came off the bench.
João Pedro likes the Arsenal game, doesn't he? He plays well. He plays well against us. Yeah. Even Brighton.
And I'll be look, if Saka is injured, which I presume he is, Madueke could give Cucurella trouble.
Yeah,
he's prone to a booking. He's prone
probably
to
get a red card. He'll probably get a red card.
Yeah, that's what I'd be saying. Just get at him. So I wonder if we'll see Gyökeres. I wouldn't be surprised to see Havertz up front and Odegaard back in the team. But I think we'll get through. We'll get through. But I'm not like sitting here going we're guaranteed to get through. I'm cautiously optimistic.
So my question to you now is: we said what how Chelsea would line up. How would you line up against this Chelsea team, and what is the lineup that you think Arteta is going to put out? So first yours, and then give us the Arteta one.
Well, I'd go close to I'd go close to full team because we have Sunderland at home at the weekend. So I would now definitely go close to full team, if not full team. I'd keep Gyökeres in. He's firing. Keep Havertz in if you want to. I don't mind. Play him. But I'd play Eze, to be fair. It would be Eze and Gyökeres for me. Because Havertz, again, it's a lot of games for having,
Maybe we need it for the Sunderland game.
Yeah, we need Rice. I'd love to rest him, but we need Rice. I'd rest Rice for the Sunderland game, if I'm being honest with you. But I'd play Rice.
Do you think we can afford that, Shane? I feel like they'll smoke us if we don't have that Rice in that midfield chain. I mean, in reality, we should have a team enough to handle that. To
beat Sunderland.
Oh no! Oh, sorry, you'd keep Rice out of the Sunderland game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I play him Chelsea. No, he has to play Chelsea. Yeah, and I play Norgard. I wouldn't have Zubimendi with
okay, you're getting physical. Let's get him physical.
Yeah,
let's get
physical. Norgard,
yeah.
Rice, Eze in midfield. I'd go Madueke. I'd go Gyökeres, and I'd go Trossard of Martinelli. It's much of a muchness for me. Probably Martinelli. He likes a cup. He likes a cup game. And if they have gusto, he gets forward. Martinelli has the pace. I'd go with Calafiori, suppose, if he's fit. But Hincapié, I don't trust.
Hincapié?
Yeah.
If not
Hincapié, yeah. Now, like, I'd love to see something like a Lewis Skelly maybe, but I wouldn't be playing him in this game because it's just too soon. And then obviously it'll have the two centre-backs and Timber or White, whichever one, but I'd prefer Timber. But again, I'd play White then against Sunderland. I'd change one of the left-backs against Sunderland. I'd bring Zubimendi in for Sunderland. That's a game that suit him. We'll have a lot of the ball. But for the Chelsea game, that's what I'd go with. But I do think he'll go. I think he might play Eze. I think he might actually play Eze, but I think he'll go Rice, Zubimendi. Obviously, Madueke because Saka's hurt. I'd say he might go Havertz up front. Probably go Martinelli, and say then he'll go Calafiori and the usual back four. And Kepa in goals. Obviously, he'll play. I wouldn't. I'd be playing Ryan goals.
Do you think maybe Kepa has something in that contract where he has to play?
If he does, it's ridiculous. If he does, it's ridiculous. I don't know any big club that should be being held to ransom by a scrub like that. You know what I mean? You could have a gentleman's agreement, fine, and then just break it. But I like, nah. Well, he probably does, knowing this fucking club. But I think any big club handing out a contract like that's insanity. Yeah, you're getting to play for us, mate. You're getting $100,000 a week, and you're a failed goalkeeper. You should be glad. I wouldn't have given it. But if he does have it, he does have it. But I wouldn't be playing him. He's a liability.
So what's your prediction again? You think we'll get?
I think we'll get through. I think we'll draw. I think it'll be a score draw, and we'll go through on that.
Little 1-1, baby, yeah.
Something like that, 1-1 or 2-2 or something like that.
Yeah, 100%, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. Of course, subscribe to Shane if you haven't already. Unknown is saying, I'd rather Norgard than Zubimendi. I hear that, bro. I hear that. You want to get physical? I hear that, bro. Especially if they play those three. Enzo, Reece James, and Caicedo. It's going to be a battle in that midfield, bro. Jalil was saying 2-1 for me. I hear that, bro. I hear that. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do, man. Hopefully we do. So yeah, man. Listen. Big up to everyone that's locked in. we're gonna be doing a show for the first 11 against Chelsea. That will be Wednesday. That'll be Wednesday around maybe 2 hours. I don't know if it'll be 2 hours or 1 hour and a half. I don't know, because it's such a big game. I want to really, you know what I'm saying? I want to really everyone to have their say and everybody to get their point across. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, 1 hour and a half is just not enough, man. So many legends, so many people that always, big up to every one of them, man, that always jump on. Big up, man. Big up to them. Okay, let's go back to this guy, Kiss and all. This is and we'll end this show on this. This guy's saying we have the worst manager, but Pep and you and I are bottling it. How do you know? League ain't over. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know he's bottling it? I mean, it hasn't happened yet. So, second question. Both Gui and Semenyo scored. Should we have gone for them? So you're basing your opinion on a player on one game. On one game. Stupid. Even just saying Gay missing that chance is just stupid. He's a defender. Let's go. Next. Kiz is saying Anfield to come and we will Man City go on a mad run to the title. Yo, Peps, it's first Feb. Stupid question. Can't even answer that. Lego head 1 billion in 6 Lego heads. Mentor at Man City. Half of that in 1. Nobody talks about it.
Yeah, what about the 3 or 4 years before that with City? They didn't spend much. And what about all the money Pep's made selling players? He's made a bucket load selling players. Why don't you add up their net spend and see who spent more? We just sold Zinchenko for 1.5 million, man.
That's absolute madness, Shane.
That's because he's destroyed them.
Madness. 1 million.
Pep is selling Alvarez for 80-odd million, and he's selling all these lads for loads of money, man. It's all about net spend. All about net spend. That's why they never use net spend. It's all that matters. Any business is net spend. You can't say, oh, well, I own a restaurant. We made 10 grand last week. Okay, but you spent 8 grand on food and 3 grand on wages. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. You didn't make 10 grand. You lost a grand, if anything.
100%, man. 100%. So, Shane, what you got coming up, man?
Full Irish tomorrow. We'll pick apart the weekend, the great weekend for us. We'll look forward to the Cup. And what day is tomorrow? Monday. So then I'll be on the OGs with Aaron. And then Wednesday on Clean Through 1-on-1, we will have Dan Potts making his debut on my channel. He'll be coming on with me and Views. And then from then on, Clean Through will be back and forth between mine and Views channel, just like Lethal Reaction. And then on Sunday night, me and Views should be doing the Ethan watch. We'll be watching Marseille against PSG.
Yeah. What's happening in Marseille, Shane, with the Zerbi and the board?
I don't know. There was talk that he handed in his resignation. Someone said in my chat, but then I saw he was managing the game last night. They were really unlucky, actually. Ethan played a fucking stormer again.
Yeah, he did, didn't it? Against Lons.
Him and Greenwood. No,
and Lons are doing well, right?
Oh no, but he played again against Paris FC last night, and he played another blinder. But
have you seen the Algerian player have you watched the game? There's an Algerian player that plays for Paris FC. He's the number 10. What a ball of shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, what's his fucking name again?
You know the guy with the Cabal.
Yeah.
Listen, anybody, if you haven't seen him yet, go watch him, man.
Yeah. No, Paris FC are doing really well. It was 2-2. They drew 2-2. They were 2-0 down to Marseille. Greenwood, Aubameyang, and Ethan up front. They look tasty together, to be honest with you. But yeah, they didn't qualify for the Champions League. I think he might have offered his resignation, but then it's always in charge. So I don't know if they've turned it down. But if I was Tottenham, I'd be saying, right, Frank, you're out, pal. We're getting Zebrian.
100%, man. But you say, yes, big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone that watched this live from the start to finish. You absolute legends. I don't know who's live. Who's live from our team? Who's live from our team? I don't think any of our team are live, huh?
No, it doesn't look like it, actually.
Nobody. They like a chill Sunday. Doesn't DJB do a little show on Sunday? Doesn't he?
I think that's really late. Gooner Gossip TV is live if you have hers.
Do you know what? I'll go for Saeed. Fuck it. Saeed. Listen, people, big up to every one of you. Northside's friends. Oh yeah. What's his name? Yamin. Yeah, let's send you lot to Yamin. Let me look for let me look for his Yamin TV, innit? Yamin TV. Go watch his
Why should be so?
I can't find him. Where is Where is this guy? I think maybe wait. Let me refresh it. One sec. Let me refresh it. One sec. Send you lot to your mean, man. Go watch his tears. He's Man City in it. So people shouldn't be upset when we lose. Big up Darren. Big up Darren, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. One sec.
Oh, did Lee might have raided him earlier with loads of bottles, I think, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
I think so.
Hey, listen.
Oh no, it was LB. I think you raided LB.
Oh, is it LB? Okay, maybe. Where is he? Oh, what? Yeah, I mean, there he is. Hey, listen. Let's all raid him with bottles, yeah? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's all raid him with bottles. Yeah. Let's go. Vamos, people. So yeah, check us out. Hey, Wednesday, either 6 o'clock or 6:30. It's one of the two. I'm just gonna. It depends on work as well. So yeah, man, bottles exactly. That's right. Raid them with bottles. Raid them. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We're out, people.